Hello, today we've got 19th of July 2011. Today I would like to tell you about another spiritual practice, which is sun gazing. And I know you probably know that staring at the sun for most of the time will harm your eye. But there is some period of the time that you can stare at the sun easily. The time when you can stare at the sun is 1 hour after sunrise and 1 after before sunset. And practice is very simple. It looks like that. You just go on a flat ground when you got an earth or soil, dirt, whatever, and you go there barefooted. While you're standing barefooted on the ground, you just stare at the sun. And first day you're gonna stare at the sun for 10 seconds. In second day for 20 seconds. You just give your eye time to adapt to the new situation, like your body. Whenever you physically working, you see that your body get used to it. Same with eyes, they just need to get used to it. And the other thing about it, you have to give your brain a little time to change. Because sunlight in some way activates your brain. The part you want to activate is a pineal gland. It's a part of the brain which is situated in same place when the third eye is, and sunlight activates that part of the brain. I will tell you later how that actually impacts you. But first I would like to tell you everything about the practice, and I will also place some links to the other videos that you can take more information about the sun gazing. So, as I told you, you're gonna go on a flat ground, you're gonna be barefooted, stand on the ground and look at the sun. First day 10 seconds, second then 20 seconds, third day 30 seconds, and so on. And you increase every single day 10 seconds. But every single day you practice, you increase 10 seconds. And after 3 months, you go up to 15 minutes of continuously stare at the sun. And I can tell you, you can a little wave your head, you can blink, you can do whatever. The thing is, you have to stare at the sun. It's really effortless way to take an energy, but only in the safe hours. I know that everyone knows that when there is not a lot of sun around, a lot of people get used to get depression, some kind of decreasement of the mood. And when sun comes up, people just get boosted, like they got that energy, like that sun actually boosts their energy, because that's the way it is. Same with plants. Nothing will grow on that planet without the sun energy, without sun rays. Another thing I'd like to tell you about sun gazing is, after you gaze a sun, you have to walk around the earth for some period of time. It will be random from different people. I think for most of the people, intuition will tell you when it's done, or you feel it's done for this time, right? But don't extend the period of time that you stare at the sun, because you have to give your eye a time to adapt to the new situation. And that practice is only one per lifetime, so you just spend on it 9 months, and then you're gonna sustain that what you achieve by that practice by looking on the sun every single day 5 minutes, or you're gonna walk barefooted 45 minutes on the ground on Earth. And when your body will change, you will get charged wherever you go on the sunlight. Because as far as I know, I am on 1 week and something of practice, and I can tell you it 100% working. Because when I start to gaze the sun, I actually was quite skeptical about is that really take some kind of effect like the other guy told. And in that day when I started, for first day, I don't feel anything special. I just feel a little movement of energy, and I feel my third eye like it's gathering energy, like that light comes through my third eye, and that's it. But later, after a few days, I felt like sun energy actually enters my third eye, goes deep down my body, and I feel like I'm filled by that energy. And after a while I got some kind of strange headache, which is not a regular headache. When your brain will change, you will probably get some kind of small headache or tension inside or something like that, like me. I would not bet that for everyone, but for me it's always like that. Before I get some kind of psychic changes or my brain is changing, I always get a little headache. That's the sign that something is changing deep down myself. So I do it exactly the way I told you just now. Now, how I feel about it, when after those few days, wherever I go to the sun or look at it or just go anywhere, I feel that the rays of energy, of sun energy, enters my body through my third eye and other chakrams as well, but mostly for my third eye, and I feel like I'm charging, like that energy enters me and I'm charging. And when I practice sun gazing, when I stare directly into the sun as much as I can, because in England we don't have too much sun after all, and I feel that energy filling me up, and I feel just wonderful, like I discover some kind of enormous energy that comes to me. And as far as you can know, I work on nights, and after those few days I don't feel any tiredness. I just work all night and I come back to house and I don't feel tired. And the other benefits which comes out of it is actually that when I start to meditate, I just feel enormous peace. Just enormous peace. And that energy, that sunlight which enters my body, it's always within me. It's actually the base source of energy. So whatever you eat, get in touch with the sunlight. Whatever is a vegetable, fruit, animal, everything gets its basis on the sunlight. So that's why probably sunlight affects our brain so much. And now I'd like to tell you about the benefits that they claim that actually they give after a few months of sun gazing. The first benefit that guy mentioned is that you're gonna have perfect health, mental, physical and spiritual. That's the first benefits that will come. The other benefit that will come to you, it will recover your vision. If you have some kind of problem with vision, whatever it is, it gets healed by that energy, because by staring at the sun you become a light. And for myself, I can tell that when I stare at the sun, I'm more calm and my vision is way better. I feel same. I just get more and more that experience after, after that transcendence experience at the present moment. Everything gets sharp, the colors get so bright, they get so alive. You just see so much life in life itself. Other benefits that they claim to you can have through those practice is living on the sunlight, so you don't need to eat again. But that's not a goal. The goal is get to the perfect health, and that you don't need to eat anymore because you have other source of energy is just a side effect of the practice. It also have spiritual benefit, which if you sun gaze, that guy claims that all your powers that is written in your soul will awaken. And I think that will be true, because if you develop your brain by the meditation or by the sun gazing, sooner or later you're gonna wake up to all those powers. Another benefit that comes out of that is actually that you get rid of your bad qualities and you become more peaceful, more loving being, less harmful for the others. And then, if you don't harm yourself by your thinking process and all that stuff, and you don't harm other people by your words, your deeds, or whatsoever, your whole world will shift. Same with meditation. If you start to meditate, your whole world will shift. And now I'd like to tell you something to people who get some kind of religious problems with that. If you're gonna see that sun don't have any religion, you don't need to worship sun, don't do anything, just stare at it. That's it. It will be helpful for you. You actually don't lose anything, because sun is for free. You just spend a little time, and if you really can get all those benefits out of it, I think it's really worth to do that. And personally, as far as I see after 1 week, I would like to see what will be about after 9 months. I think I go through tremendous transformation, and after I get some kind of shift of perception or some kind of good effect or whatever it is, I'm gonna record a video and put it on my channel so every single person can see how much time it takes for me to go to some point, what's the benefit. I would like to try myself first, but I see now after 1 week really it's working, it's really good for spiritual kind of thing, or for health, or for anything else. So now I would like to recommend you that, but I can give you a full picture after I go through all those processes. So thank you for attention, and see you in some time when I give you some more details and experience about it. Have a nice day.